Have you ever considered that the reality you're living in may not be yours at all? Imagine for a moment that your thoughts, your beliefs, even the path you're on right now were carefully planted, crafted not by you but by forces so vast and invisible you never even noticed their presence. This isn't a game or a theory. This is about your life, your choices, and your ability to break free before it's too late. The truth I'm about to share has been hidden in plain sight for generations. Hidden because those in control know that if you ever discovered it, you'd become unstoppable. Right now you're standing at the edge of a revelation that could transform everything you think you know about the world and yourself. You have a choice to make. Continue living in the script written for you, or learn how to break free and co-create the reality you were always meant to live. But beware, once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. From the moment you were born, the world around you began shaping your mind. Before you could speak, before you could question, subtle whispers of control began weaving into your subconscious. Your family, your schools, the media, all played a part in constructing the lens through which you see reality. But here's the unsettling part. That lens was never meant to serve you. It was designed to keep you confined, obedient, and unaware of the infinite power you hold within. Think about the routines you follow every day. The way you wake up, the way you work, the way you unwind. Have you ever wondered why it all feels so repetitive, so predictable, as if you're living on autopilot? That's not a coincidence. It's a carefully crafted system, designed to keep you distracted from the bigger truth. And the truth is this: you are far more powerful than you've been led to believe. Every time you doubt yourself, every time you feel trapped, every time you convince yourself that this is just the way things are, you're unknowingly reinforcing the mental prison created for you. But what if the bars of that prison weren't made of steel, but of beliefs? Beliefs about who you are, what you're capable of, and what's possible in your life. These beliefs weren't born from your soul. They were implanted, often without you even realizing it. Let's look deeper. Imagine a world where your thoughts are not entirely your own, where every fear, every desire, every dream you think you've created was subtly programmed into you. This isn't a metaphor, it's reality. Governments, corporations, and media giants have mastered the art of subconscious programming. They've spent generations perfecting ways to embed messages into your mind, shaping your behavior without you even noticing. And here's the kicker. They don't just manipulate what you buy or how you vote. They manipulate how you see yourself. Consider this. Why do so many people settle for less? Why do so many believe that happiness, success, or freedom are things they have to earn through struggle? It's because they've been taught to. They've been taught to doubt their intuition, to suppress their creativity, and to distrust their inner voice. The system thrives on your disconnection from your own power, and as long as you stay disconnected, the system stays in control. But the moment you begin to question, the moment you start peeling back the layers of illusion, something extraordinary happens. You start to see the strings, the subtle mechanisms of control, and you begin to understand that you were never meant to live like this. You were meant to co-create your reality, to design your life with intention and purpose. Let's talk about that for a moment, co-creation. It's not just a lofty spiritual concept. It's a practical, undeniable truth. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is an energetic signal you're sending out into the universe. And here's the beautiful part. The universe is listening. It's constantly responding, constantly aligning with the vibrations you emit. This means that the reality you experience is not fixed. It's fluid, malleable, and entirely influenced by the energy you bring to it. But here's the catch. Most people aren't aware of the energy they're putting out. They're stuck in cycles of fear, doubt, and negativity, unknowingly attracting more of the same into their lives. They don't realize that by shifting their focus, by redirecting their thoughts and emotions, they can change the entire trajectory of their existence. Imagine holding a key that unlocks the door to a life of abundance, freedom, and authenticity. That key has been within you all along, but you've been told it doesn't exist. You've been told to look outside yourself for answers, to rely on systems and structures that were never designed to empower you. But the truth is, you don't need those systems. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. What you need is to remember who you are. Because once you do, everything changes. The prison of routine crumbles, the veil of illusion lifts, and you begin to see the world not as it's been sold to you, but as it truly is, a limitless field of potential waiting for you to shape it. This is the power of awareness, the power of intentionality, the power of co-creation, and it's yours for the taking. When you begin to understand that your reality is shaped by your energy and your focus, a profound shift takes place. You start to see that you're not a passive participant in life, you're an active creator. But here's where things get tricky. The world has been designed to keep you from realizing this. Every advertisement, every headline, every system you interact with is engineered to pull your focus outward and away from your inner power. Why? Because distracted minds are easy to control. If you're constantly chasing external validation, you won't have the clarity to see that everything you need is already within you. And so the cycle continues. You work harder, you chase faster, and you bury yourself deeper in the illusion that fulfillment lies somewhere outside of you. But the truth is, the more you chase, the further you drift from the truth. To break free, you have to reclaim your focus. Think about this, your energy flows where your attention goes. If you're constantly fixated on fear, lack, and limitations, those are the things you'll continue to manifest. But if you shift your focus to abundance, possibility, and empowerment, your entire reality begins to transform. It's not magic, it's physics. And take a moment to reflect on your current life. Are you living in alignment with your highest potential, or are you operating on autopilot, reacting to the demands and expectations of the world around you? If you're honest with yourself, you might realize that much of what you've accepted as normal is actually keeping you stuck. But here's the good news. The moment you become aware of this, you regain the power to change it. Awareness is your greatest weapon against manipulation. When you start to question the narratives you've been fed, when you start to observe your thoughts instead of blindly following them, you disrupt the patterns that have kept you in the dark. This is the first step to breaking free from the mental prison. It's not about fighting the system or rejecting the world. It's about reclaiming your power to choose. And choice is everything. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every decision you make is a choice. The question is, are you making those choices consciously, or are you letting them be made for you? Most people don't realize they're operating on a script that was written long before they had the chance to question it. But you don't have to keep following it. You can write a new one. Start by paying attention to your habits. What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What kind of energy do you bring to your day? If you find yourself rushing, stressing, or dreading what lies ahead, you're setting the tone for your entire experience. But if you take even a few moments to ground yourself, to breathe, to set an intention, you'll notice a dramatic difference in how your day unfolds. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about mastering the art of energy alignment. Think of yourself as a tuning fork. When your vibrations are in harmony with what you desire, the universe responds in kind. But when you're out of sync, when your thoughts are scattered and your emotions are chaotic, you create resistance. This resistance blocks the flow of abundance, making it feel like life is happening to you instead of for you. The good news is that this resistance isn't permanent. It's a product of your focus, and focus can always be shifted. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through gratitude. Gratitude is more than just a feel-good practice, it's a vibrational reset. When you focus on what you're thankful for, you align yourself with the energy of abundance, and from that place, co-creation becomes effortless. Imagine waking up each day and consciously choosing to focus on the things that bring you joy, the things that inspire you, the things that remind you of your limitless potential. Imagine how different your life would feel if you approached each moment with intention and presence. This is how you break free from the illusion. This is how you step into your power as a co-creator of your reality. You don't need permission to start. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. The power to transform your life is already within you, waiting for you to claim it. All it takes is a shift, a decision to stop living in the shadows of old patterns and step into the light of your own truth. The moment you decide to take control of your focus and energy, you're stepping into the role of creator, not by force but through alignment. You begin to see that the world isn't something happening to you, it's something happening for you, shaped by the energy you emit and the actions you take. But this journey isn't without its challenges. Breaking free from deeply ingrained patterns can feel like swimming against the current. The pull of old beliefs and societal expectations is strong, and the world is full of distractions designed to keep you asleep. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Every distraction is a choice. Every time you pick up your phone out of boredom, every time you let fear dictate your decisions, every time you allow doubt to creep in, you're choosing to stay in the old paradigm. The systems that thrive on your inattention depend on this. They know that as long as you're distracted, you won't have the clarity to realize how powerful you truly are. Think about how much energy you spend on things that don't serve you. Worrying about the future, regretting the past, comparing yourself to others. These are all traps designed to siphon your energy and keep you focused on what you lack. But here's the secret. Where you place your attention is where your energy flows. If you're constantly focused on problems, you'll continue to attract more problems. But if you shift your focus to solutions, opportunities, and gratitude, you'll begin to attract abundance and joy. This isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending life is perfect. It's about understanding that you have the power to choose how you respond to those challenges. Every moment is an opportunity to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you want to create. And the more you do this, the more you'll notice something incredible. Reality begins to shift around you. You might start to see synchronicities, those seemingly random events that align so perfectly they feel like signs. You'll notice that the right people, opportunities, and resources seem to show up just when you need them. This isn't luck, it's alignment. When your energy is in harmony with your desires, the universe responds. It's as if the very fabric of reality bends to meet you halfway. But here's the part most people miss. Alignment isn't something you achieve once and forget about. It's a practice, a way of being. It requires you to stay present, to check in with yourself regularly, and to make adjustments as needed. This is why awareness is so important. You can't align with what you truly want if you're not aware of what's holding you back. Take a moment to reflect on the stories you tell yourself. What do you believe about your worth, your potential, your ability to create the life you desire? These stories are powerful. They shape your thoughts, your emotions, and ultimately your reality. If your stories are rooted in fear, doubt, or lack, it's time to rewrite them. Start small. Replace thoughts like I can't with I can. Replace I'm not enough with I am more than enough. These simple shifts may seem insignificant, but they're not. They're the foundation of a new narrative, one that empowers you instead of limiting you. And as you rewrite your internal story, your external reality will begin to reflect it. Continue. But rewriting your story isn't just about affirmations or positive thinking. It's about embodying the energy of the reality you want to create. This means acting as if your desires are already yours. Feel the emotions of success, abundance, and joy as if they're happening right now. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to the energy you emit. And when your energy aligns with your desires, manifestation becomes effortless. This is why managing your energy is so critical. Think of your energy as a currency. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, and every action you take is an investment. The question is, are you investing in the life you want to create, or are you spending your energy on things that deplete you? If it's the latter, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to prioritize what truly matters. You might be wondering, where do I start? Start by reclaiming your mornings. The first moments of your day set the tone for everything that follows. Instead of reaching for your phone or diving into your to-do list, take a moment to center yourself. Breathe deeply, express gratitude for the day ahead. Set an intention for how you want to feel and what you want to create. This simple practice can transform your energy and, by extension, your reality. Remember, you are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a powerful creator. capable of shaping your reality in ways that defy logic and exceed expectations. But to harness this power, you must first believe in it. You must believe in yourself. Because the truth is, the only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the story you tell yourself about what's possible. As you begin to align with your power as a creator, you might notice resistance bubbling to the surface. This resistance can take many forms: doubt, fear, even external obstacles that seem to spring up just as you start making progress. But here's the thing about resistance: it's not your enemy. It's a signal. It's a sign that you're stepping beyond the boundaries of your old life, venturing into new territory where growth and transformation are possible. What comes for your people when you go back to the life Josh describes as opportunity, according to the meta-philosophy that becomes the common thread across various spiritual traditions? Resistance often shows up as the voice in your head that tells you you're not ready, that you're not good enough, or that change is too risky. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. That voice is not you. It's the echo of societal programming, the remnants of a system designed to keep you small, predictable, and easy to control. When you start to recognize that voice for what it is, you take its power away. The next step in breaking free is to confront this resistance head-on. Don't run from it, don't suppress it. Instead, get curious about it. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What story am I telling myself that's keeping me stuck? And is that story even true? When you question your resistance, you begin to dismantle it, piece by piece, and in the space it leaves behind, you create room for possibility. One of the most profound tools for overcoming resistance is awareness. When you bring awareness to your thoughts and emotions, you stop reacting to them automatically. You create a pause, a moment of choice. In that moment, you can decide whether to follow the old limiting patterns or to choose a new path. This simple practice of pausing and choosing is how you begin to rewrite the script of your life. But awareness alone isn't enough. You must also take action. Action is the bridge between your inner world and the reality you experience. It's not enough to sit and visualize your dreams. You have to move toward them, even if it's one small step at a time. The universe responds to energy in motion. When you take action, no matter how small, you signal to the universe that you're serious about creating change. And the universe will meet you halfway. Is where the revelation becomes even more powerful. The actions you take don't have to be monumental. In fact, the most transformative changes often begin with the smallest shifts. Start by saying no to things that drain your energy. Say yes to opportunities that excite you, even if they scare you a little. Prioritize your well-being, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. These small intentional actions create a ripple effect that can transform your entire reality. But the real magic happens when you combine action with trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the process. Trust that the universe is working in your favor even when the path isn't clear. This trust is not blind faith. It's an inner knowing that you are supported, that you are capable, and that everything you need will be provided when the time is right. When you move through life with this kind of trust, you become unstoppable. It's important to understand that trust doesn't mean there won't be challenges. There will be moments when things don't go as planned, when obstacles arise, or when the path forward seems uncertain. But these moments are not signs of failure, they're opportunities for growth. They're tests to see how committed you are to your vision. And when you face these challenges with courage and resilience, you unlock new levels of strength and clarity. Think of it like this: every challenge you face is like a doorway. On the other side of that doorway is a version of you that's stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. But to reach that version of you, you have to walk through the door. You have to face the discomfort, the uncertainty, and the fear. And when you do, you realize that the thing you were afraid of was never as big or as powerful as you thought, was just a shadow, a reflection of your own doubts. As you move through these doorways, you begin to notice a shift in your perception. You start to see the world not as a fixed reality, but as a canvas waiting for your brush. You realize that every thought, every choice, every action is a stroke of paint, adding to the masterpiece of your life. And the more intentional you are with your strokes, the more beautiful and fulfilling your reality becomes. This is the essence of co-creation. It's not about controlling every detail of your life or forcing things to happen. It's about aligning your energy, taking inspired action, and trusting in the flow of the universe. It's about recognizing that you are a powerful creator, capable of shaping a reality that reflects your highest potential. The next profound insight is this. To fully embrace your role as a co-creator, you must shift from merely observing your life to actively designing it. This means stepping into a mindset where you no longer view yourself as a passive participant, but as the architect of your own experience. Every moment, every thought, every choice becomes a deliberate act of creation. But to do this, you must first understand the hidden laws that govern reality. One of the most powerful principles of co-creation is the law of correspondence, often summarized as within, so without. What this means is that your outer world is a direct reflection of your inner world. If your mind is cluttered with fear, doubt, and negativity, your external reality will mirror that chaos. But if your inner world is filled with clarity, purpose, and gratitude, your external reality will align with that energy. This is where many people get stuck. They try to change their outer circumstances without addressing their inner state. They switch jobs, end relationships, move to new cities, hoping that external change will bring internal peace. But true transformation begins within. It starts with your thoughts, your beliefs, and your energy. Once you shift these internal elements, your external world will naturally follow. To begin this process, you must become deeply aware of your inner dialogue. What stories are you telling yourself? What beliefs are you clinging to that no longer serve you? These beliefs act like filters, shaping how you perceive the world and what you believe is possible. If you believe that life is a struggle, you'll find evidence to support that belief everywhere you look. But if you believe that life is abundant, you'll start to see opportunities and blessings in places you never noticed before. Rewriting your internal story requires two key practices: mindfulness and intention. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment, giving you the clarity to identify the patterns that are holding you back. Intention gives you the power to choose new thoughts and beliefs that align with the reality you want to create. Here's a simple but powerful exercise to get started. Each morning before you do anything else, take a few moments to sit quietly and tune into your inner state. Ask yourself, what energy am I bringing into this day? What beliefs am I carrying that might limit me? What intentions can I set to align with my highest potential? As you reflect, visualize the version of yourself who is already living the life you desire. Imagine how they think, how they feel, how they move through the world. Then embody that energy as you go about your day. This practice may feel strange or even difficult at first, but over time it becomes second nature. You'll begin to notice how your energy shifts throughout the day and how those shifts influence the events and interactions you experience. This is the essence of co-creation, aligning your inner state with your outer desires and watching as the universe responds in kind. But there's another layer to this insight that often goes unnoticed. Co-creation isn't just about manifesting what you want, it's about aligning with what's meant for you. There's a subtle but profound difference between chasing your desires and aligning with your purpose. The former is often driven by ego, by the need to prove something or fill a void. The latter is guided by intuition, by a deep inner knowing that you are exactly where you're meant to be. To align with your purpose, you must learn to trust your intuition. Your intuition is like a compass, always pointing you toward the path that's most aligned with your highest self. But to hear its guidance, you must quiet the noise of fear and doubt. This is why practices like meditation, journaling, and time in nature are so powerful. They create the space for your intuition to speak, guiding you toward the people, opportunities, and experiences that are meant to shape your journey. As you deepen your connection to your intuition, you'll notice something remarkable. The universe starts to feel like a partner in your journey, not an obstacle. Synchronicities become more frequent. Doors open where you once saw walls. Challenges transform into opportunities for growth. This isn't luck, it's alignment. It's the natural result of living in harmony with your inner truth. But here's the final piece of this profound insight. Co-creation is a collaborative process. You're not creating your reality in isolation, you're co-creating it with the universe, with the people around you, and with the collective energy of humanity. This means that your actions, your energy, and your intentions don't just affect you, they ripple out into the world, influencing everything and everyone you touch. This is why it's so important to act with integrity, to align your choices with your values, and to lead with love. When you create from a place of love and authenticity, your energy uplifts others. You become a beacon of possibility, inspiring those around you to step into their own power. And in doing so, you create a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. Let this be your reminder. You are not small, insignificant, or powerless. You are a creator, a force of nature, a vessel for infinite possibility, and the world is waiting for you to step into your power. The question is, will you? Let me know if you're ready to dive deeper into unlocking your full potential as a co-creator. The truth is, you've always had the power to shape your reality. It was never hidden from you, only buried beneath layers of programming, fear, and doubt. But now you see the cracks in the illusion. You see that the world is not as fixed, as rigid, or as limiting as it once seemed. And this is your moment. This is the moment you step into your power, not as a passive observer, but as the architect of your own life. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality. The question isn't whether you're creating, it's what you're creating. Are you building a life that reflects your deepest truth, your highest potential, your wildest dreams? Or are you unknowingly building a cage, piece by piece, with thoughts of fear and limitation? The choice is yours, and it always has been. You don't need permission to change. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're worthy, capable, or enough. You already are. The moment you decide to embrace this truth, to align your energy with the life you desire, everything will begin to shift. But here's the most important thing to remember. This is a journey, not a destination. Co-creating your reality isn't about reaching some perfect state of being. It's about evolving, growing, and learning with each step you take. It's about embracing the challenges as much as the victories, knowing that every experience, good or bad, is shaping you into the person you're meant to become. So, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it inspire you, push you, awaken you, or will you let it pass you by, returning to the comfort of the familiar? The choice is yours, and in making it, you're already creating the first ripple of your new reality. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your old stories, your old limitations, your old fears, and as you exhale, let them go. Release them into the infinite field of possibility that surrounds you. They are not you. They never were. Now, with your next breath, inhale a sense of clarity, of purpose, of power. Feel it filling every cell of your being, reminding you of who you truly are, a creator, a visionary, a limitless being capable of shaping a life that reflects your highest truth. As you open your eyes, know this: the world will look the same, but you will not. You'll see the strings of the illusion, the subtle mechanisms of control, and you'll know that they no longer hold power over you. Because now you've remembered the truth. Now you've taken back your power. And from this moment forward, your reality is yours to create. So go, create boldly, live authentically, and let your life become a masterpiece of your own design. The world is waiting for you to step into your light. The question is, are you ready?